Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Do not adjust your sets or click the back button, please. This is a video of a match at Season 22, Round 5 this time, and somehow or other, just always seems that these two foes are just locked at each other's throats for eternity, as it were. BBS and BWF face off yet again in an Alliance Conquest matchup. I'm taking a moment here just to kind of look at the member list for BWF. Again, a lot of familiar names. Belladonna, of course, the leader. Maverick, Daenerys Ray, Vansai, and Belisarius have been there for as long as I can remember. But a lot of new names as well. And whether they're kind of mercenaries just along for the ride, or whether they are full-fledged members of BWF now, who knows? The bottom line is that they are here. If anyone has not seen the video I made of the previous match, same season, round 2, just a couple of weeks before this, please take a look at it right here. You can see the link for that, and that'll give you a pretty good introduction of what to expect here. Okay, here we are. We've got about 10 seconds left to go. 76 members on each side is what we have here. So this is basically dead even. As almost always, one tower, one outpost per side. BBS takes the warrior tower and the near outpost. BWF gets their outpost and the mother tower. A great new feature is that people who are holding buildings can basically specify what kind of reinforcements they want, which makes it a lot easier to auto-reinforce. That is a really, really great thing to take advantage of. Make sure in your own alliances that rally leaders know about that feature. Bella is holding the mother tower, and she is not going to let that go very easily. At least not until another building comes along. So far, BWF has a small lead, probably just based on the power of their players. We have missed the opportunity to take both ports. It both ended up in BWF hands. We've taken the mother tower, it would seem. Vorcha Master is set in the mother tower there, so let's reinforce that. And it looks like we've got a couple other buildings around here. Anoop has taken the warrior tower here. That helps. And I see that one other outpost has come our way. So let me fill that in. Okay, it is time now for Casterly Rock, and oh, I missed it. Just as I'm trying to fortify some buildings here. Yeah, how did I know that was going to happen? Belladonna. Here she is, taking Casterly Rock, and I'm just looking at the score here. Somehow or other we are 4,000 points behind, and I'm making a note there. It's like Bella knows I'm writing the story. I am actually writing a story. After I post these videos, I'm putting together a story about the latest adventures we've had with BWF, so stay tuned for that. However, BBS, we're playing a smart game here, it seems, because they've got Casterly in one port, and we have all the other buildings. Okay, so as you can imagine, we're setting all of our sights on Casterly here, getting these rallies going, as BWF has managed to make a massive counterattack, taking back a whole whack load of buildings. I'm looking for rallies to join here, and yeah, we want all infantry, and that's going to make it tough because there's only so much infantry to go around. Obviously, some scout has found that Bella is spear, which makes sense. That's what I remember from my time in BWF. Okay, here come the hits. And okay, not bad timing, but a couple of our rallies seem to be a little bit behind. And BWF is more than ready to reinforce. Almost like nothing happened there. I think we spaced our rallies a little bit too far apart. Looks like a nuke dropped out of the warrior tower. I sure hope somebody is headed in there to grab it, and it looks like, oh boy, Lord Sheriff has successfully captured the warrior tower, and it looks like we are suffering from our typical lack of cohesion when it comes to doing our swaps. Manoop is focusing on becoming a rally leader again, which makes perfect sense. We need him. He's one of the more powerful players. I think last time we had a similar issue where we just, little things like that really took a lot out of us in terms of like being able to effectively counter. Okay, we've got a new slate of attacks going on Casterly rallies here. 4 of them I don't think are going to be enough, but let's see what happens. Stranger things have happened. Okay, the hits I think are about ready to come in. BBS has taken both of the strongholds. We'll see if that helps. Or if we've managed to keep the warrior tower and both strongholds, then we'd probably be in a better position. Okay, that seems, now those hits seem to be a lot more better timed. And if there's one more coming, 1 or 2 more coming, I don't know. I was going to say 1 or 2 might have turned the tide, but BWF was just so ready. Bella just had them so focused. Vortimaster's taken the other port, so I clearly we're doing what makes sense for us, which is to concentrate on some of these other buildings for ports, because it seems like BWF is just focused on that one building where Bella is. Now, it's working out really, really well for them. I'm not casting judgment on that, because move ahead to just after 38. Okay, we've got another few rallies. Zeta is telling everybody, please, the rallies need better coordination. Don't rush. Everyone must arrive at the same time. Truer words were never spoken. That deserves an LA night, yeah. Zeta is absolutely right. Timing is everything on these things. And in a situation like this, when you're running the rallies, the rallying side, the attacking side, has to be a lot better coordinated than the defending side. The defending side can push in 1 or 2 reinforcements, and they can be like a second or 2 late, and that's usually not going to turn the entire battle one way or the other. But if the rallies are out of sync, then there's almost no hope. And in this one, BBS proves unsuccessful yet again. Well, we've had some activity here where BBS has taken both ports back and they've gotten both strongholds. Towers and outposts are still with BWF, which means that they're able to maintain the lead. I've been in many games where, an alliance can hold the ports, and that has often given them the lead. But clearly, as we see here, you definitely need one other building in order to make it worthwhile and keep that lead on your side. Even now, with one tower, where we still are lower on point differential, 520 per minute, and BWF has 540 per minute. And now we're at kind of the halfway point where we're still keeping at around the score is around a 6,000 point difference, which is interesting. It shows, that we in BBS are certainly not any kind of pushovers here. We can hold our own, but just little things on some of our tactics just not serving us well. Like some coordination in getting getting this port reinforced. Again, BWF just really taking good advantage of opportunities there as Lord Koch manages to work his way into the port. Getting close to the times when the mines open. This is going to be obviously the moment of truth here with the mines. Here we go. We've got both mines to start off with, so that's a good start. Get those filled up right away. Everybody knows that. Now BBS is in a position to catch up with both of those mines. Now BWF is not going to sit and just let that happen, obviously. And they've already taken the left one. Lady Sophia has captured the Targaryen mine. And now it looks like we've also lost the right one. Well, we are at a so much for that standpoint right now, it would seem, as BWF just kind of runs roughshod a little bit over this field. All right, Maverick has taken back one of the mines, giving us a little bit of hope if we can fill that quickly. We have both ports and are gaining in the score a little bit, but this looks like a situation of too little too late unless something very, very, very drastic happens. This is a situation where Belladonna's strategy worked out perfectly for her. She cemented herself in Casterly Rock, and she had enough of her stronger leaders and lieutenants just, take a couple of strategic buildings here and there just to keep up the points. Incredibly smart game played by BWF again. And as we wind down to the final seconds here, BBS was unsuccessful in denying BWF that 80,000. I'm pointing out they literally got it at just the last second with the last tick of the clock. 80,490 on their side, 66,000 for us. The score really doesn't tell the whole story, as in many cases. We played a good game, but we were simply out-strategized in this one. And that's about it in the ongoing saga. This is the next chapter of BBS versus BWF. Siege of Winterfell is coming soon in a few weeks. And I would be shocked out of my skull if we don't have a rematch with very, very similar circumstances. And that will be interesting to see, as this face-off between these two alliances always are. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. It is much appreciated. A story summarizing some of the escapades we've had this season between BBS and BWF are coming up. Happy holidays, and stay tuned for that in the new year.